In my last video, I began the conversation around the lost books of the Bible. Yes. And this video will be looking at why do we have differences in the numbers of books there are across the Christian traditions. Of course, we have three major Christian traditions. That is the Ethiopian Orthodox, then we have the Roman Catholic, and then we have the Protestant. So each of these traditions have different numbers of books in their Bibles. So this video will be finding out why. Now, for us to find out why, we have to know what's up with the Jewish Bible. What is the Jewish Bible like? So basically, we'll be looking into the Jewish Bible in this video. Yes. So the last conversation we had in the last video, we ended by saying that the three Christian traditions have different Bibles. It stated that each of these traditions, however, agree on the 27 books of the New Testament, which for me is very commendable because New Testament is the summation of all that Jesus practically did on the earth. Yes, his death, his resurrection, his coming, his birth, everything that makes us Christians. It's very good that we're not in disagreement concerning the 27 books of the New Testament. However, we noticed there are differences in the Old Testament numbers of books. So today, like I said, we will find out why. So, for us to understand why we have differences in the Old Testament number of books, let us look at the Jewish Bible. So the Jewish Bible is known as the Tanakh, right? The Tanakh has 24 books in it. And these 24 books are divided into three subgroups, right? So we have the first group, which is the 5 recognized books of Moses, known as the Torah. Then the second subgroup in the Tanakh is the Nehevim, right? Otherwise known as the prophets. So these are books that are also divided into two major categories. So we have the historical prophets, and then we have the letter prophets. And then we have the other group, that is the 12 minor prophets combined together as one book. Right? So moving on, we have the third category in the Tanakh, which is referred to as the Ketuvim. The Ketuvim, otherwise known as the writings. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that Jesus made reference to the Jewish canon or the Jewish Tanakh, where he talked in Luke 24 verse 41. He said, referring to the Moses, that's the law, the prophets, and Psalms. So he used the word Psalms there because the Psalms are inside the category referred to as the Tanakh, the writings. And of course, you know that the Psalms are larger. The book of Psalms is larger. Like it's the largest amongst that category of the writings. So Jesus was basically referring to that category originally when he said the Psalms. So we have the law, which are 5. We have the prophets, which are 8. And then we have the writings, the Ketuvim, which are 11. So if you do the calculation together, we have 5, 8, and 11. That is 24 books in the Tanakh. Yes. And now, if you recall, I mentioned that the Protestant basically took dressing from the Jewish canon, the Jewish Bible, right? But we know that the Protestant Old Testament has 39 books of the Bible. So why do we have 39 books in the Protestant Old Testament? Why there are 24 in the Jewish canon or Jewish Bible? The reason is because